Welcome to Pando the Giant. Every tree you see in front of you is a part of one single organism. This aspen clone is also known as the trembling giant. It is the largest and one of the oldest living organisms on Earth. Join me as I explore how this massive tree works and the history behind its discovery, along with its future. Here in the heart of Utah's Fishlake National Forest, the giant known as Pando began its life from a solitary seed and has since morphed into a sprawling organism that covers 106 acres. Each tree that rises from the soil shares its lifeblood with over 40,000 others through an extensive and interconnected root system. Pando is estimated to be thousands of years old, with many believing it likely started its growth at the end of the last ice age. This would make it one of the oldest known living organisms in the world. Estimates online range from 14,000 to 80,000 years old. Each individual stem of Pando lives for around 100 to 130 years, but the root system beneath the surface has spanned generations. Unlike typical reproduction methods seen in flora, Pando expands through suckering, a process where new trees sprout from the sprawling root system, not from seeded reproduction. This method allows Pando to rapidly cover large areas and sustain its population even in challenging conditions. The entire grove shares nutrients and water through this root network, coordinating growth and responses to environmental stresses as one cohesive unit. Suckering, also known as clonal growth, occurs when new stems or ramets emerge from an existing root system. In aspens, this involves lateral roots extending outwards into the soil. From these roots, new vertical shoots, the suckers, emerge, eventually growing into full-sized trees. These shoots are genetically identical to the original tree, essentially creating a forest of clones. Because all parts of the clone are genetically identical, they share the same susceptibilities. If a disease or pest arises that can affect one part, it can potentially affect all parts. This vulnerability makes managing health in a clonal colony like Pando particularly challenging. Diseases such as root rot and fungal infections, along with pests like bark beetles, pose severe threats to Pando. These diseases and pests attack the older trees, weakening the clone's overall structure and resilience. As these mature trees die off without replacement from new growth, the integrity and continuity of the entire organism are jeopardized. One of the most direct methods to help Pando has been the installation of extensive fencing around vulnerable parts of the clone. These fences protect the young trees from deer and elk, allowing them to grow into mature trees, and thereby maintaining the density and canopy cover of the clone. Welcome back, guys. All of these trees behind me, it goes on for a really long time. They're all clones of one individual tree. So they all share the same root system. We've sprouted out over 106 acres here at the Fishlake in Utah. But all these trees are clones. This tree that I'm touching right now, this is the same as every other tree here. So it's on this side, it's also on this side. And right over there's the lake that's frozen right now. Look at the root system. All these trees share the same root system. And all those in there. If you guys are liking the video, subscribe, comment, leave a like. I got a lot more videos coming. Hope you guys are enjoying these. Been in Utah for a little bit. It's very cold. No one's here. I thought there would be more people here. There's not even a viewing area, so this is like not very many people come here. It took a really long time to get to. The lake is frozen and the air is silent. Not a single car passes this road. Far away from people and far away from any cities, this single tree stands on the side of this mountain. One single root system sustaining what appears to be an entire forest. Really, it's just one giant clone. Here in the cold mountains of Utah, alive for thousands of years, Perhaps it knows something we do not.